Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center. Here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Mesa Ridge 375 RDS fifth wheel. You guys have picked a really cool unit. I'm here to walk you through it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. Hitchman is going to go over everything in unhooking the hitch. Some things I want you to take into consideration when parking. First, your slides. Make sure there's going to be room for all of your slides to go out without anything impeding them, touching them, being near them, preferably nothing over them. And then I also want you to think about where your water and electricity hookups are. Yours are going to be about a quarter of the way down on your off-camp side or your driver's side of the unit. Your power will be there. Your water connecting whole port will be here. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. So once we've got our hitch undone, our landing legs down, first thing we're going to do is stabilize our unit. Now on your strong arms, I do recommend you go through and make sure all of them are loosened up, front and back, and then come in here to your auto leveling system. You'll hold down the two left up and down buttons to turn it on. Once your unit's on, you just hit auto level. Now what I recommend is having your slides out first, so it will take into consideration of the different weights on your slides. We'll go inside and run them out and show you how to run them out after we go around the unit. Once we've got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is hook up our power and electricity and water. So the new power from Furrion, the new connects, hook up that silver to that silver, push it in, and then twist to your right. In and then twist, and then you can tighten your gray washer. Now at the end of your 50 amp service, you'd have a dog bone to go from 50 amp down to 30 amp. And should you need to plug in at home or anywhere else with a 110, you do have a 30 amp down to 110. So you can knock this 50 amp all the way down to 110. Just recommend only using one AC, or don't turn on a fireplace. So when hooked up to 110. Got our electricity hooked up, now we're going to hook our water up. Everything inside your docking station here. We'll start with our freshwater connect, black tank system. How to hook everything up is right here above. So you do your city water as well as your freshwater all in this section here, but you just set it up different. We're going to go pump city, red to the left, blue down, black to the right, as it is now. First thing you want to do is hook up your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You're going to want to use this every time you put liquid into your unit. Hook up your water pressure regulator, hook up your hose, but don't turn your water on yet. You're going to come over here to your right to your hot water heater, and you're just going to return your drain plug. That's an 1.1/8" socket. Put your drain plug back in. You may have left it out the last time you were camping. Once that's in, then you can turn on your hose. Once your hose has been running for a little while, you're going to come up here to this pressure release valve. You're going to pull on it. It's going to release air, until a steady flow of water comes out here. Don't worry, it won't hurt any of these components. Once water's flowing out, you know your hot water heater is full and you can light it from inside. Now should you be dry docking and you want to use a tank fill, same spot, turn everything to your right, and that'll fill up your potable water tank. However, when using your potable water, you're going to turn on your water pump inside. Only turn on your water pump when using potable water, not when hooked up to city water. So also to winterize, point everything down. Water heater bypass, point everything down, you're right to your left. Also in here, you do have a 110, all your cable and satellite hook up, a light. Spray port, you do have this blue hose here that hooks up to that. You can spray everything down outside. Freshwater connect, black tank flush. We'll talk about this when coming out and dumping our tanks. And then your handles to pull them. This is a slot to run your hoses down through. Got our water hooked up, our electricity hooked up. I'm gonna walk around your unit, show you a few other things outside. Start up here on the left. Get off campsite, propane tank, big indoor storage, your docking station. Below that, your freshwater dumps. Your black tank flush. Another gray tank to pull. Freshwater drain is what that is. Access to the back of your fridge on your slide. Your huge back indoor storage. A ladder to go up and check your seams. Caulk when needed. This unit is prepped for a Furion backup camera should you decide to purchase one and have it on the dash of your car. It will electronically communicate with this back here, giving you a backup camera. Accessory hitch. Again, all of your huge storage area. Again, don't forget before auto leveling to loosen up these strong arms. Once them are down, tighten these down, just gives you so much more extra support. Under your campsite, one thing I'd like to point out over here is you do have a quick connect LP if you want to put a grill right out here. You do have, if you're running your furnace, steer clear of that, just your furnace heat release. Should you want to put a TV outside, set one inside your storage area here. You do have 110 and cable hookups here. Okay, crank for your manual override on your slides. Then your propane over here that you simply pull your handle to the left and pull out. You do have a regulator on your propane tanks. Simply point it toward the tank that you wish to be using. And you have your outdoor speakers. You do have a big awning. I'll run that out and show you how far to run them out. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming inside your unit, as with every unit, I want to point out first and foremost is going to be your fire extinguisher. Let everyone know that's camping with you that the fire extinguisher is by the entry door in case of emergency. Coming in your unit, to your right here is your lighting for indoors. Above that's your thermostat. Simply touch it, change modes from here to auto, to air conditioning, to furnace, and off. Here to your right is your control panel. Floodlights and porch lights for outside. This hallway light. There's a switch between your two black tanks. Check your levels over here. Down here are your slide controls. All 5 slides. Just make sure everything is clear of any slides going out. Here's where you light your hot water heater if you're hooked up to gas. Here's where you'll light it if you're hooked up to electricity. Down below that is your awning light and your awning. I'm going to go ahead and run that out real quick and show you how far to run that out. So you're only going to want to run your awning out. So you're looking through the screen just until you see that flap fall down to 90 degrees. And then you know you're out far enough. Up in here you do have a big storage. Down below your control panel is an access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you have almost all 15s in there. I highly recommend grabbing a handful of those from our store. Keep on hand when you go camping. To your island I will go. With 110 on the side, and down here is your carbon monoxide detector. It's a 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12 volt is it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and you're not plugged in, if you're dry camping, disconnect your battery. You do have more lighting here for your pantry. Coming over to your stove, this glass makes an excellent backsplash. Do you have an electric lighter? So you turn that to light, hit your spark, and there's your flames. Shut that back off. Oh, that's on low. Let's shut it off. 110 here. Also want to mention that you do have a fan, high-low, and a light. Your huge fridge. No settings to worry about on that. When you start that, give it a few minutes before it's going to make ice for you. A couple of 110s in here with some accent lighting in this bar area. Another 110 on the other side of your island. You want to mention that when you're traveling, strap down your chairs. Coming up into your living room. Here's your Furrion AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB port, dual zone. You can play your music indoors, outdoors. Really nice Furrion sound system. I will remove these remotes and hit this button to bring your television up. Yes, that's a nice Furrion sound bar. And below that is your fireplace. And what I want to mention about fireplaces is that they're not just for looks anymore. So I can turn it on over here. Get really nice color to it. Oh, there we go. Power there. But the biggest thing is using these for heat. If you're at the campsite and you're plugged in, it gets a little chilly up here in the front room, go ahead and turn this on for heat. Use their electricity to warm it up in here instead of using up your gas. There's your big television raised up. All your remotes are here for that. You also have a remote for the fireplace. For your Furrion sound system. Individual lighting all through up here. So both of these side beds, sofas make a bed. Show you real quick how to do that. The back's removed, they're just velcroed on. What we call a trifold. I recommend standing in the middle, gives you better leverage. Lift up, lift the legs out, pull towards you. Lay the back down. And just that quickly you have a bed. Both sides will do that, and they will meet right here, so both can be opened up. Reverse the process. Just that quickly, you are back to a sofa. These are recliners. Parachute pull. Pull on the parachute. All three will recline, including the middle. And then you also have massage, light up your cup, and heat. Coming back down through your unit. Here's your lighting for, main lighting for up in here. Back down through your unit. Head back up into the bathroom. One thing I did want to mention in the bathroom is you have a 110 with the GFCI protection on here. Here's your lighting and exhaust fan. Also, you have plumbing to keep an eye on. Watch the plumbing underneath your sink and behind your toilet. Another 110 here. A lot of power supply in this unit. Coming back into your bedroom. The lights are on. This is all prepped for a television. Just want to mention, when you arrive at the campsite, there's a little button here. Hook a TV up here. Press that button before scanning for channels. It's a digital channel booster. You pick up more channels. Your big closet, which over here is prepped for a washer and dryer or a doggy bed. And then you have your own separate thermostat back here as well, with a separate AC. And of course, all of your storage underneath your bed. Huge storage area. I believe that about covers everything on the inside. Let's close up our slides and get ready to leave the campsite. Oh, I did mention up here in the hallway. Sorry. You do have a digital version of your control panel. You can do your auto leveling here. You can go into My RV. You can go to control panel. You can control everything from here. Here we go. Go to home. Oops, I'm sorry. Go to My RV. Back here. And you can scroll through and do different things. Now, when your slides, I want to mention, up here in the living room, make sure nothing's going to impede these slides. Nothing's going to be in the way. In your kitchen, make sure you close all of these drawers. Same thing in the bedroom. Make sure everything's clear of your slides coming in. And then simply bring them all in. We'll start with slide number 5. And work your way through them. And once I got them all closed, we'll go outside. So let's talk about your solid steps. First and foremost, you need to make sure this door is all the way open. You don't want this catching on anything up here and wrecking your door. You do have the adjustable feet on them, should you be on uneven ground. Lift it up, let it come in slowly. Turn this handle so it's behind it, and then set it straight. Once it's straight, it's locked in there. Close your door. Lift and turn this handle here. Lock and deadbolt your unit. You don't want a horror story of your door coming open going down the road. So we've got our slides closed. Got our water unhooked. We'll say our power's unhooked. We're going to come over here and we're going to do some dumping. We're going to start by opening up both of those low point drain valves. You're going to come to your hot water heater, bleed out the lines, and then remove your drain plug. Drain that out. And then come to your fresh water tank drain and pull on this. That's going to drain the rest of the fresh water out through here. So once our tanks are all dumped, we can go ahead and head up to the dump station. Once you get to the dump station, we have our sewage hose, and we also have the one that you purchased, the nicer one. Excuse me. There's your Titan sewage hose. That'll be with your unit. So hook that up, and the first thing you're gonna do is you pull your black holding tank. Now, after you pulled your black holding tank, it sounds like it's no longer draining. Hook up your water pressure regulator and the hose to the black tank flush. Leave your black tank handle open and run that for about 5 minutes. That's going to wash out your black tank, get all that nastiness out of there. Unhook your hose, shut your water off, unhook your hose, close your black tank, then pull your gray tank. That's going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks, your showers, and that's going to wash out your hose for you. And we're done there. Close everything up. Get ready to head on down the road and go camping. Again, thank you for your purchase from TradeWinds. Hope you enjoy this unit for many years to come. Happy camping.